Hi, I'm trying to figure out how to screen record, and we're kind of in the matrix here. Hello, welcome back to the channel Pennies and Cents. On today's episode, I thought that we would try something different because I am just having a lot of fun working with Chat GPT, and I thought let's do our spreadsheet using that. So I'm going to do a few prompts with it and see what it comes up with. So it could be a little bit of fun to start our grocery ledger and maybe some of our budgeting about this. My channel is about penny pinching. It's called Pennies and Cents. And by the way, if you're new here and you haven't seen my channel before, I am Bonnie. I usually do grocery hauls, just a little bit of daily life vlogging, and really I'm focused on a way to be more resourceful and sort of save the pennies, because I just don't like waste, even in this day and age with the cost of living rising and petrol cost and everything like that. It's a great way to live. And let's get into this video. We'll close the screen, which is pretty crazy. Well, as you can see, I've just downloaded OBS to do this screen record. So hopefully that's still doing its thing. Oh, ChatGPT. Right, we're on ChatGPT finally. Use my voice. Hello, while visiting the site. Yes, you may. Hello chat, I am wanting to set up an Excel spreadsheet with my grocery budget for the rest of the year.
That sounds like a great idea. I can help you set it up. Do you have specific categories in mind, like types of food or stores, or do you just want a simple monthly budget breakdown? And also, what kind of totals or tracking would you like to see, like weekly, monthly, or per category?
So it is per weekly. It's for weekly shopping, $100 a week for the rest of the year. You can also add an extra, say, $300 in December to account for Christmas. And can you break it into different stores? So you could do pack and save, Woolworths, discount store, one more column for takeaway food, and maybe even a column for household, like cleaning and things, so that kind of separates out of that budget a little bit.
Ah, that's a great idea. So we'll have separate columns for takeaway spending and household items. Then for each week, you'll enter your actual spend, and we can calculate the difference between budget and actual. And the running total will just deduct from your yearly budget. Once it's all set up, you can just plug in your weekly numbers and it will track the rest. Sound like a plan?
Perfect. Can you think of anything I need to add to this to make it easier for day-to-day usage?
Good question. I think one small thing that could help is a weekly date column, just so you know which week it is and it's easy to glance at. Also, maybe a column for any carryover or adjustments, like if you underspend one week and move it to the next. That way it stays flexible and you'll always see how you're tracking.
Yeah, let's add that. Definitely the date, and also like the month and which week in the month it is would be great to add.
Ah, perfect. So we'll add a date column for the start of each week, plus a month and week of month column, like week 2 of June. Then it will be super easy to see where you are in each month and track accordingly. Once we set that up, you'll just plug in your numbers and it should all flow.
Should we have a contingency column?
That's a really smart idea. A contingency column would be perfect, so you can set aside a little buffer for unexpected expenses. I'll add that in, and you can decide each week if you want to allocate some of the budget there. That way you have a little safety net if something pops up.
Let's make the contingency a separate budget, so we could add maybe, let's go with 5% extra.
I like that. Exactly. So we'll calculate 5% of your weekly budget and treat that as a separate contingency allocation. We'll add a column that automatically calculates 5% each week, and you can just track it as you go. That way it's built in and easy to follow.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that.
Awesome. So we'll set up the structure in your spreadsheet with all these.
Just turning the microphone off so that I can talk to you guys. So we'll see how ChatGPT goes with setting up that Excel spreadsheet. If it does it well with all of the formulas and everything, I'll be so thankful. Talk to you again in a minute. I'll just turn that back on. Just while we're trying to get this going, I have actually we're about to get our meat delivered. I'm getting a quarter of a beef cow, and it is 43 kilos, and I paid $410 for that. So it's roughly, I guess it's about $10 kilos. So I think that's pretty good, and it's really nice beef as well. It doesn't have any additives because it's a home kill. Well, it's sort of a home kill. He is a commercial guy, but he does home kill processing, so he does it really basic. Basically, I think he does add flavors to sausages if you request it. He can also do corned beef, so he does that, whatever that process is, the brine, and he can do a few other things, but it's got no sulfates and things like that, and he just packages it really simply in plastic. I think that isn't my favorite, but it's just what he's always done. So I'll be getting that tomorrow, I think it is. So I will probably in the next few weeks put some of that, or how I process it, how I get it into the freezer, things like that, in the next few weeks. Yeah, so it has. Let's have a look at this, what ChatGPT has sorted out for me. Weekly budget, pack and save, is looking, or the spreadsheet is looking really good, except have you included formulas? So as I put numbers in, you take it off the budget totaling for that week, and the is there a grand total at the very end that also is edited whenever I pop in a new figure?
Good call. I did include.
So when I put an amount in, will it automatically take it off the total for that week? I think the best thing we should probably do here is let's go to here. Let's download it anyway. We'll download this Excel spreadsheet and have a look. Download file, please. Can we... Oh, okay. Okay, wonderful. So it actually has done... I am amazed that it has put formulas in here. It's probably a little... I like being able to see it on one page, but honestly, this is great. Did it give me a takeaways aisle for register of takeaways? Household actual spend, budget versus actual, remaining budget. And look, it even gave me, wow, it gave me an extra 300 at Christmas time. Well done, ChatGPT. Okay, this is awesome. So what we're going to do, and I love that I have a contingency here. 5, I didn't have that in last year's one. So we can start putting in some of our amounts I have spent. I would open my phone. I went to pack and save. Does anyone else do this when you're speaking AI chat bots or whatever, do you feel the need to be like, oh, thank you very much, because I exited that conversation very abruptly? I feel the need to go back in and go, thank you, Chat GPT. But it's a strange feeling because it isn't a person, but it feels like I should be polite, if you like. Let me know what you think about that. Right, so I'm going to put one amount in because we're starting fresh this week. It's June, so 6 months in. I have just been so busy that I have not been doing the ledger. I don't think I've been sticking to my budget. And it is actually really hard to stick to the budget. I'm wondering if I need to have a petrol. I usually keep a lot of my budgets in my head. So we spent $46.80 at Pack and Save. So let's go across and see what that has done to the budget for this week. The budget versus actual. So I've got $53.20 remaining. I'm almost tempted to add other things to this, but I won't right now. So we'll just leave it as it is. I did buy that meat, but I actually paid for that about 4 or 5 weeks ago, that this week, and that will actually save us a lot of money in meat. The thing is we don't actually eat a lot of meat. It looks like we do at the moment because I'm trying to eat down all of that leftover mince and sausages, but we have to use up what's in the freezer so that I can make space for the new meat. But in general, we'd probably only cook up one big meat meal. There is only 2 of us, and that would it probably extend over 2 or 3 meals. And a lot of the time we have meat-free or egg meals because A, it saves money, and B, we're not the biggest meat eaters in general. So it has been a lot. It's been quite hard work to get through all of this extra meat, and if I can't fit in the freezer, I give that away. And yeah, recently I think I gave away probably 7 or 8 packets of sausages, maybe more, because I didn't realize there was probably 11 packets in the bottom of the freezer. There's still about 4 in there, so I'm going to have to get all those old things of meat. They're not even old, they're less than a year old, so they're all still really good. But they're going to have to come to the top of the freezer, and I'll have to use those first and or give them away. So I'll bring you along for the ride, but let's continue this week's vlog. Okay, we're back to this page. Hi. It's so weird. It's like this unlimited. Yeah, it's like looking in the Matrix when you see it like this. We're filming a screen within the screen. Let's go ahead with the video. Good morning. We're on a little walk and it's super cold right now. I do like to get these little walks in, and I'm starting to feel a little frost on my nose, so might have to go a little bit later. It's lovely in here. You can really hear the birds and everything, which is really nice. It's 99-cent week at Pack and Save. So this is today's shop. It was sort of a top-up shop because I needed to do a walk today, and it's a little bit cold out there, and I thought I need to grab a couple of things from the supermarket. Let's just have a really good brisk walk around the supermarket. So probably not as much exercise as I should have got, but 2 birds with 1 stone. So it's 99-cent week at Pack and Save, and everything in here was 99 cents. So the Pam's pasta sauce, which I don't mind, I got a couple of those. Canned apricots, and I think there's canned peaches as well. I got 2 black beans. They were 99 cents. The onions were 99 cents a kilo, and carrots were also 99 cents a kilo. I really didn't need a lot of this, and I could have stocked up more because it's just such a good price. But I already have some carrots. I know they do keep, so I grabbed some more. And I do have some onions, but they keep as well, so I grabbed a couple of each. And also I have limited storage in my cupboard, so I could have got more cans. Like the pasta sauce was a really good price. But I just don't have the storage, and there was only 2 of us, so we don't need heaps of stuff, but it was just such good deals today, I couldn't leave it. And this whole shop, including 5 loaves of bread, which I've already put in the freezer, was $46.80. So that is just such a good price. Basically, this was 99 cents. The pasta, these Muggets were 99 cents. This I got for a friend because he was telling me about those old candies we used to have as kids at the dairy. These sherbet discs, and I saw them there for 99 cents. I thought it'd be quite funny to get those for him. I got a couple of little holiday snacks for my daughter. They were 99 cents each. Because school holidays is coming around again in 2 weeks. This is random, just a little dipping cracker, I think, into chocolate and vanilla, so she can get that as a treat in the holidays. These are 99 cents, and you know I like my weird drinks with little bits in it, like boba tea and things. So these have got bits of lychee. Well, I think it's fake lychee, but it tastes great. Probably full of chemicals. Yeah, have a look at that list. So it's a sometimes food, but I got 2 of those because they were 99 cents. These were 99 cents. I'm going to make, in fact, there's a picture on the packet. We're going to make the lolly cake that you make with malt biscuits, and there's a photo of that on here. Because these were only 99 cents and we've got the holidays coming up, I think that's going to be a baking session for us. So I just need to get I think it's condensed milk and these little candied fruit. They're kind of like a soft fruit lolly, if you haven't made these before. Anyway, if I make it, I can send a photo of what we do. It won't be for a few weeks. And the croissants for 4 packs were 99 cents. I got a couple. They'll probably, I want to say they've got in the freezer, but I literally want to eat one now because yum. And I think the big purchase, this was normal price. I think it was $3.79. We just needed a backup one, but the big purchase was the milk powder. It's 1 kg, and that was $11.99. And that should do a couple of months of milk. I have stopped, talk about stop buying milk. I did get this little coffee. This is a side tangent. The line for the $2 coffee at Pack and Save was so long when I went in that I thought I'll get this coffee, which was I think $3.79, which was on special, because I didn't want to wait in that line, and I was right too, because the line was still long when I came out. But I got this milk powder because often we don't drink a lot of milk. It's really mainly for my coffees or maybe for breakfast or something, or baking. And the milk just sort of, we don't use it fast enough, and I find I can make up what we need out of this milk powder. And if I've got guests coming over, I think, I can make up some milk for coffees. I'm not showing the loaves of bread because they're already in the freezer, but I got 5 loaves of 99-cent bread. So that is a pretty good haul, I would have thought. That's the shop. And here's the prices of everything on the docket for those who are interested. That's the price. So I just got the news that we are going to be buying another cow, our family. So, my uncle owns the cows. He has a farm. He's got some ready for us, so we need to pay for them to be butchered, and we pay him, I think it's $400 to feed the cow, because he feeds it for I think it's 18 months, and he does that's a really discounted price. So I think it's $400 for a half, so it's $800, but that's still really cheap. And then we pay to get it butchered, which I think is around the same price, so it's about $1,600. I'm getting a quarter, so it'll cost me $400, but I need to clear out this freezer. I actually am seeing a bit of frost here, so I think I'll empty this and clean it, but we won't be getting it for probably about 5 or 6 weeks, so I need to use up the last of our beef and things like that. So I actually think I've got several minces left. Let's see what I've got to use up for the next month. without getting everything out, I have got about 6 sausages, and they have 6 sausages in them, so that's beef sausages. And I look like I've got about 6 or 8 mince packs down the bottom. They're 500 grams. I also have what looks like a corned silverside, some blade steak, and some braising steak. I think I might cook those together in a stew. And I have got 2 things of beef bones, so I probably need to do some beef stock or soup, or all of the above. Got some more braising steak. I've got some chicken drums, 2 more sausages, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minces. So I would say there's about 14 packs of mince. I might actually need to give some away, which is fine. I'm happy to do that. We've got plenty of friends who feed us and give us stuff, so we'll give some away, but that's going to bring us to the next month's meals, which is I need to figure out a whole bunch of mince and sausage recipes. So I'm going to have to research some more interesting meals other than what we normally do. So I might film any of the yummy ones and we'll see how we go. So I'll pop this away, and at the end of it, I'll hopefully be able to clean out this freezer to restock it. My piece bigger so you can actually see me for this last bit. For tuning in again, we'll be getting into using up the last of the beef. We have got to clear out this freezer. So I have been more beef recipes for the next couple of weeks. If I have found the recipe on YouTube or online, I'll try and link it below each video, because I have had a few suggestions and I've been trying something different with mince and sausages. But we'll see you then. Hopefully that's in a week. If not, it will be as soon as possible, because we have holidays coming up. Let me know what you're up to. Is it winter where you are, or is it summer? We're winter here. We've had a few cold days, but we've also had a few really stunning days, and it's been awesome. Actually, in a few weeks, I did get a pressure cooker. It was on super special, so I will probably do that in a few weeks as well. When I get round to sorting all these videos out. That's it for this week's video. Nice to see you again, and I hope you have a great week. Ka kite. Bye. Ta-ta. I better save that.